Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a lovely day so far. So in today's video, as you can see from the title down below, I am diving into the brand The Beauty Crop, and I have never tried anything from this brand before. I recently picked up a mystery box from the Beauty Bay website. It was 7 items. I do believe the box was £40, and obviously the value of all of the products was a lot more than that. If you want to see the unboxing video of all of those products as well as a few other little bits, I will link that video up here. But today I'm going to be swatching everything. I'm going to be doing a full face pretty much. I obviously have my foundation on and I have my brows on, but I think everything else apart from like mascara will be from this box. So let's just dive straight on in. First things first, I got a brush, and this is a concealer brush. So I wanted to obviously do my foundation and then come on and show you how this works with concealer. And I mentioned in that unboxing video that I've been looking for a brush like this for the longest time because it's a lot smaller than the one that I am currently using. So the black one is the one that I'm using at the minute, or have been using, and the one underneath with the shorter bristles is the new one from the Beauty Crop. So I want to see how this will work. I generally just keep my concealer right in here. That's like the only place that I need it. I don't need a lot of coverage everywhere else. So I'm going in with the Essence Skin Loving Sensitive Concealer, and I'm just going to pop a little bit just right on the inner corners. I do also need to take this like across the eyelids, but just a little bit just in there. And let's see how this brush blends it out. It feels really soft. Ooh. We're losing a few bristles before I've even started, but let's see how it blends. Yes, this is the perfect size for what I have been looking for. It's nice and dense, like the bristles are really nice and tightly packed together, so I feel like that will help keep the concealer, like keep it more full coverage, like precisely where I need it, which really is just right in there. I don't need it anywhere else. Yeah, you know what? That brush has done exactly what I wanted it to do. It's just fit in there perfectly and sort of not over blended. Like I feel with this one that I had been using, it is just a little bit too big, and I find that it takes the product, like it spreads it out too far, and it's quite easy to sort of just blend it away. Whereas with this, you can just tap over the product and keep it right where you want it. And because it's quite dense, it's not moving it too far away from where you actually want it. Yeah, I like that. First product is a win. So next up, I got the Cocoa Bronze Bronzer Palette. I don't know why I put these all back into their boxes, but that is what all of those colours are looking like. So it is one shimmer and the rest are all matte, and I genuinely feel like all of these colours would work for my skin tone. However, if you were deeper, if you had a medium or deep skin tone and you got this in a mystery box, this would be completely useless. Like, these colours are very light, which obviously is perfect for me because I am Casper the Ghost. But putting something like this in a mystery box, I'm not sure. Let me swatch all of these and we'll see how pigmented they are. Okay, so these feel really smooth. So that's the shimmery one. That looks really, really nice actually. That just really lightly dusted sort of over the top of another bronzer. That would be beautiful for like a really glowy bronzy look. Then number 2. That is a matte one. That's slightly more cool toned. There is one even more cool toned than that, but really nicely pigmented. That's blended really nicely. Number 3 is the warmest one. These do have names. I will go over those in a sec. Yeah, that's a really nice, like, warm undertone. And then the last one. This was the one that looked a lot cooler. That's sort of blended out into nothing. Let me try that one again. So actually I feel like that last one would probably be too dark for me. This second one looks like it would be like the perfect contour shade for me. And then obviously this one is really nice and bronzy. So they were called Sand, Cocoa, Spiced Rum and Toasted Cocoa. So I feel like I think I will use Cocoa, and I'm going to go in with my usual brush. This is the Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm going to, oh, that is very, very powdery. You saw how lightly I just tapped into that twice and that much powder has come off it. So let's see how this works on the skin. Oh yeah, that's lovely. So that's a really, really nice level of pigment. That's a beautiful colour for very pale skin tones. But yeah, if you were literally any darker than me, that would not work at all. Like, it's perfect for my skin tones. If you are very fair, light skin tone, this would be beautiful. If you were even light to medium, I think that this would not work. I'm sure they have different shades, but if I was light to medium and I'd received this in a mystery box, I think I would be quite upset. So this is the Stargazing Blush Duo, and this is what that is looking like. So this is in the shade Orion Glow. It's a blush duo, and I will swatch these separately so that we can see what the colours look like separately, but I would probably just use my brush in both. So that's those two there. They are very, very pigmented. I was not expecting them to be as pigmented as that, and they are very, very slightly shimmery. They don't look at all like chunky. They do look really, really nice and smooth, but so pigmented. I was not expecting that at all. The only thing is, like, I do like to use quite a big brush, another Real Techniques blush brush, and I think if I wanted one or the other, I would struggle to get into such a small pan. So I am just going to not hold this over myself because it will probably all fall out, but just tap into both of those and see how they look mixed together. Yeah, that is really nice and glowy. I love that colour of those two mixed together. That's really pretty. Yeah, those two blended together, just using the brush and swirling into both and then tapping it off because they were so incredibly pigmented. I love how that looks. That's just the right amount of glow that I feel like you can get away with in a blush. I really, really like that. So I'm going to just spray a little bit of this hydrating setting mist now. This does have a scent in it, I realised in that unboxing video, so I am just going to use it lightly. It probably will make me sneeze, but this has the most beautiful gold reflex in it, and it says that it's hydrating, which is absolutely what I need. I am so dry, so that's a really aggressive mist. Whew. And the scent is, oh yeah, the scent is overpowering. Okay, that has left little specks of gold glitter all over my face. As I suspected, that does not look good. It feels nice, it does feel hydrating, but that was quite an intense mist. Not sure how I feel about that. I feel like the scent has like dissipated quite quickly, but I'm not sure how I feel about the aggressiveness of that spray. I'm not sure. I'll continue to use it. It didn't make me sneeze, so that's something, but I'm not sure I like how that's looking. Like, can you see on my skin sort of all across here, there's like tiny little bit, and all in my hair as well, tiny little bits of gold glitter, which I suppose is to be expected. Like, you can see the gold glitter in it, but I feel like that's a bit much, and my skin does still feel wet even though I've just been sat fanning it for a little while. Not sure. So I will go on to the lips first because I've only got one eyeshadow palette. I've got 2 lip products. So I've got the Smoothie Stick Lip Crayon in the shade Guava Nice Day, and that is what that colour is looking like. So pretty. I will swatch that. Oh, very pigmented. Very pigmented indeed. I love a deep colour like this, and that is almost like, what is it that's the colour of the year? Something magenta. That almost looks like the same colour as that. Very timely. And I also got the Beauty Crop Wee Cherie Hydrating Lip Oil. Can confirm this does smell like cherries, and it doesn't come out blue. Like, it is a blue looking lip gloss. It doesn't come out blue. So before I put that stick on, let's put a nice little layer of hydrating cherry flavoured lip oil on. That's a nice colour. It's one of these like pH changing ones. Yeah, it feels lovely. It smells incredible. Yeah, I'm a really big fan of that. I actually have, since I filmed that unboxing video, I have been keeping this out on my table and using it like before I do anything else, like as part of my skincare, and before I do any other makeup in the mornings. And honestly, it's beautiful. I've really been loving it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to tap a little bit of this, more so just like over the outside corners of my lips, because I don't want anything too purple, and I'll just blend this in, like smudge out the edges a little bit with my finger. The colour's really nice. It feels really nice and like creamy as well. Like, the amount of colour that just came off in that one swipe, it feels creamier than a regular lipstick. I really like that colour. I think that that looks really nice laid on top of that oil. Yeah, now let's get into the palette. This is the Sangria Pressed Pigment palette, and that is what all of those shades look like. It says on the back that there are 4 different finishes. We have Velvet Matte, Creamy Metallic, Cream to Powder, Shimmer, and Long Wearing Glitter. So I will go off, swatch all of these. I'm so excited. My white balance is all over the place. I will come back when I've done some swatches. So on the top row we have Rose, and that's a beautiful pinky lilac-y shimmer. Then we have Salud, which is a true lilac. That's a matte shade. Then we have Cabernet. I don't know how to say any of these ones. And that is a slightly deeper, more plummy tone. Then we have Cranberry, and these last 3 were mattes. That rose shade is incredible. I really hope that's coming off on camera as beautiful as that is in real life. That's incredible. Then on the second row we have Merlot. Oh wow, okay, so that's a shimmer. That is incredible. The undertone of that, that's so bright. Wowzers. Then we have Grape, and that is a really interesting shade as well. That's like violet, like so bright. Then we have Blood Orange, which isn't going to show up incredibly well on my skin tone, but that's a shimmer as well. Beautiful. And then we have Punch, and that's a really interesting shade as well. That almost looks like it has like orange reflex in it. It's like purple, but then when it catches the light, it has like an orangey undertone as well. I'm really liking these. And then on the last row, this is Raspberry. That is a beautiful, like true purple that almost has like a hot pinky undertone to it. Quite different from like the other shimmers Really, really beautiful. Then we have Blueberry. These swatches are going off on all sorts of angles. I do apologise, but that is incredible as well. That is like a true sort of navy blue, but then it has purple glittery reflex in it. That's really, really pretty. Then we have Pinot Noir, and this one is a matte. Sorry, I haven't even been telling you what the finishes of these are. I will just go in with another swatch of that one. A nice darker plummy sort of, I don't really know how to describe that colour, darker, more cool toned, purpley plummy. Does that make sense? And then the last one, brace yourself for this one, is Cherry. And that is a chunky purple hot pink glitter. Wow, I absolutely love that colour. Like, you could put that over the top of any eye look and just make it so sparkly, so glittery. I absolutely love that. So that's all of the shades. I feel like there's a really great selection of like more pastel tones, then you've got more like bluey tones, and then obviously all of the bright purpley pink shades. I am a big fan. So now I just need to decide which of these I want to put on my eyeballs today. I'm immediately drawn to that Merlot shade, this one. The undertone of that was just so beautiful, and I feel like that sort of tone really, really suits blue eyes. So do I just do that? I think that we should just start. I think I should just start something and see where the day takes me. So I'm going in first with a fluffy brush into the shade Cranberry, and this was a matte shade, and I'm going to start by just working that through the crease. That's really, really nice and pigmented. That was just that one little dip. So that colour has just blended right out. It's still really nice and pigmented. I feel like I barely had to do any work with that. That's so pretty. So I'm going to use the same brush and I'm going to dip into Pinot Noir and just deepen up like the outer half-ish, but keep that a little bit tighter onto the crease and the lid rather than like blending it further up. So that colour has made that really, really grungy. I do not mind. I absolutely love how those two have like blended together. There's no patchiness. It's sort of created a really nice gradient from like dark to light, but with basically no effort. I feel like that looks really, really nice. So I'm going to go in with my finger into that Merlot shade, and I'm going to use that like on like the center of the eye, because I want to put that rose shade. Oh goodness me, look how beautiful that colour is. I want to put that rose shade like in the middle to keep it quite bright and light. Don't want it to go too dark, you know. I'm just going to buff over that top edge so that that's all nice and blended in to the matte shades, and then I will go in with my finger again into the rose shade, that lightest, brightest one. I'm just going to pop that right in there. Ooh, that's pretty. So then one last blend over that top edge. Make sure all those shimmers are nicely blended in with each other. And I think I'm done, question mark. I think that looks really, really nice, and honestly that was so easy. So easy. I'm really impressed with the quality of these eyeshadows. I think I might just take a really small flat brush and go into that light blood orange shade. Ooh, that looks very, very powdery. Ooh. And just tap that right on, yeah, tap that right on that inner corner. So there was a tiny little bit of fallout, but not too much, and it has just brushed away with my setting brush. I really like how that's turned out. So I will put on some lashes, put on some mascara. I'm going to use the 5D Whip Lift mascara, which matches unintentionally, and then I'll see how I feel. I might change the lips. I'll do the mascara first. Okay, so I'm not going to change the lip. I actually feel like that looks okay. It doesn't look too much. So my final thoughts on everything. The Wishery lip oil is absolutely fantastic. It also smells incredible, which I know isn't important, but bonus points, it smells incredible. The powder blusher, little duo, I feel like looks really, really nice. If you like a really soft, luminous blush, big fan. The bronzer, the Cocoa Bronze Quad, I feel like these colours are really, really great. If you can get one that's in like a shade that works for you, I feel like they are really high quality bronzers, really great powders. They blend it out really, really nicely. The Gold Mist setting spray, I don't like. I can just see 7 million chunks of glitter on my face, and I like glittery, highlighted, glowy look, but this just looks chunky and glittery and I don't like it. I wonder if it would work better if I sort of didn't shake it up and just used it without like activating all of that glitter in the formula. I think that would probably work better. What else did we get? The eyeshadow palette, obviously absolutely fantastic. The colours are incredible. If you want to see a look with more of these like bluey tones, do let me know. I'm more than happy to do that. I think that obviously I will carry on using this off camera, but if you want to see these like bluey tones, a look with those, do let me know. More than happy to come back. And I also think that more of a minimal eye look and then this really incredible plummy magenta lipstick, I think that would work fantastically. I am a big fan of the colour. Obviously I barely tested it out today, but I think that will work fantastically. I will obviously continue to use all of these products off camera as well as on camera, so if you want an update, I will put one in the description box if I get a chance to try more of these things out a little bit more before this video goes up. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye!